Good day everyone. Today I'm going to share about my understanding or we're going to discuss about global economy. This is only for the school purposes. Topic 5. The global economy. This chapter identifies how the global economy has been constructed analytically. The first task is to define what is really new about the global economy. Introduction. The global economy. The global economy has changed in very significant ways during the past several decades. Yes, our global economy has a big changes, and these changes are fixed or rooted in how the global economy is organized and governed. So this transformation affects not only the flows of goods and services across national borders but also the amplification of this process for how countries grow and down in the international system. The development strategies of countries today are affected an unprecedented degree by how industries are organized, and this is reflected in a shift in theoretical framework from centered on the legacies and actors of nation states to a greater centered with supranational institution and transactional organization. What does global economy mean? An economy is economic interdependence established between the most influential countries that drives the worldwide economic environment. The global economy can also be defined as each country's economy added together, but that is not the only way to portray how the world economy works. So it refers to the interconnected worldwide economic activities that take place between multiple countries and its international exchange of goods and services that is expressed in monetary unit of account, and it refers to free movement of goods and services across the world. How new is the global economy? Much of the globalization debate has been fueled by different conception of what is happening out there in global economy and whether it really represents something new. We need to distinguish the process of internationalization, which involves the extension or geographical spread of economic activities across nation borders, from globalization, which qualifications distinct because it involves the functional integration of internationally disparate activities. Globalization has more positive outcomes than the negative ones. The impact of globalization on the developing countries such as India, China, and some African countries are overwhelming. Foreign investment have driven a lot of employment opportunities in the developing countries and have boosted their economy. Although the world is not completely globalized, we can very well see that globalization is the best way to achieve equality among sa tanan nation. The The reorganize of production and trade in the global economy. The role of transaction corporation while the post-war international economic order was defined legitimized by the United States and the other core powers that support in terms of the ideology of free trade. The emergence of international trade and production network. The emergence of production network has changed the structure of international trade as reflected by a large share of intra-regional trade notes and rising value of intermediate goods trade. So recent years, international trade has become increasingly important for the global economy. The world export as a share of global GDP started rising around. So, ang synthesis niya is the global economy affect not only the flows of goods and services across national borders, but also the amplification of this process for how countries move up or down in the international system. Global financial markets are also ruled by the biggest economies as they process a big load of resources that can be used to finance other country endeavors and projects. At the global scale, the classic international division of labor was between the industrial countries producing manufactured goods and the monetized economies that supplied raw materials and agricultural products to the industrial nation, and that became a market for basic manufactures. Simple observation reminds us that our consumption of good has a strong international character. Institutional paradigms and local or regional frameworks centered on the nation states are suppressed by approaches that emphasize transnational governance structure with the emphasis on power networks and uneven distribution of gains from globalization. The value chain concept has recently gained popularity as overarching label for this body of research because it focuses on value creation and value capture across the full range of possible chain activities and end products, goods and services, and because it avoids the limiting connotation of the world community, which to some implies the production of undifferentiated goods with low barriers to entry. So that's all, and thank you.